Prince Harry's huge tax boost ahead of landing £7 million fortune within days. The Duke of Sussex is set to receive a substantial inheritance from his late grandmother's estate, and is unlikely to have to pay any tax on the lump sum. Prince Harry is set to land a fortune within just days, and experts reckon he won't have to pay a penny of tax. On his 40th birthday on Sunday, the Duke of Sussex is set to collect around £7 million, the final chunk from his share of the late Queen Mother's £19 million trust fund. Hello viewers, please remember to subscribe and click on the notifications bell icon, so you will be notified whenever we upload new cookies about the British royal family. And it is understood that Harry won't be required to pay any tax on his windfall. Experts at investment company Stocklytics have explained how the royal family have sidestepped HMRC normal rules. The experts commented, with Prince Harry set to receive the final instalment of the Queen Mother's Trust Fund, valued at £19 million, many Brits may be asking how much inheritance tax he'll pay, especially as the latest judicial reviews have cost the taxpayer £500,000 each. However, due to the way the Queen Mother's estate was planned and how long she lived, it is likely HMRC will not receive a penny in inheritance tax. According to current regulations, inheritance tax only applies to a trust if it was set up within 7 years of the individual's death. However, since the Queen Mother died in 2002, this trust would no longer be subject to inheritance tax. If the Queen Mother had died within the 7 years, a trust is subject to inheritance tax. HMRC could have been owed up to £7.47 million. Harry is set to receive a larger share of the generous bequest than his older brother because of how finances are managed within the royal family. As next in line to the throne, William will benefit from the huge wealth of the Duchy of Cornwall, a private estate that pays for the public, charitable and private activities of the king's heir. As a result, Harry is likely to pick up slightly more than half of the £14 million earmarked for the brothers. The Stocklytics analysts added, the royal family most likely would have had a detailed, long-standing financial plan to ensure that not only wealth was transferred from generation to generation, but was also completed in a tax-efficient manner. It is understood the late Queen received the Queen Mother's entire estate upon her death, mostly of which consisted of property. The Queen did not have to pay inheritance tax on her mother's estate, valued at between £50 million and £70 million. This is due to a deal reached with John Major's government, which meant the sovereign's bequests are not liable to taxation. During the most recent episode of Palace Confidential, Ms. English made the following statement about Harry: as far as the apology is concerned, what I believe this comes down to is that the royal family has called his bluff. In either a public or private setting, they have not responded to any of his requests or threats over the matter. What I mean is that they have, for the most part, disregarded the fact that Spare has been published. She continued by saying, it's like don't listen, don't make a fuss, don't give in to it, just let it through, it'll blow away and peace will re-establish itself. With this analogy, she compared the royal family's response to the situation to that of dealing with a kid who was throwing a storm. It was also said by Ms. English that she is of the opinion that the concept of silence is the proper approach. The film Spare, which was published in January 2023, contained a number of allegations concerning the royal family. Among these allegations was a discussion of the specifics of an alleged physical altercation that took place with Prince William in 2019. Early in the year 2020, Prince Harry and Meghan Markle came to the conclusion that they would no longer be performing royal duties. They arrived in the United States in March of that year, bringing with them their little son, and they have made their home in the state of California. Following that, in June of 2021, they became parents to a daughter. Archie, who is 5 years old, and Lilibet, who is 3 years old, are currently residing in a mansion in Montecito that costs £10 million. According to information obtained by Express.co.uk, Prince Harry will be subject to a heightened presence of law enforcement officers during his future trip to New York. In preparation for Harry's next arrival in Manhattan, which is scheduled to take place later this month, the New York Police Department, which receives funding from the state's taxpayers, has announced that they will intensify surveillance measures. Prince Harry, who is 39 years old, and Meghan Markle, who is also 39 years old, were involved in a paparazzi automobile pursuit through Manhattan in May 2023, which was described as almost disastrous. In a document that was given to the court in the United Kingdom regarding the Duke's security arrangements, the New York Police Department, NYPD, came to the conclusion that the paparazzi behaved in a reckless manner when they were pursuing the royal family. Despite the fact that the Sussexes did not file any charges as a result of their encounter, the pair will now be subject to a higher degree of security on their subsequent visits to New York City, which will include the time later this month when Prince Harry is in town. In a letter to the Metropolitan Police in London, the intelligence chief of the New York Police Department stated that the department will be increasing the security resources available to the Duke and Duchess on future trips to the city. Following their departure from the Ziegfeld Theatre in Midtown Manhattan with Markle's mother, Doria Ragland, Harry, and Meghan, who were already 43 years old at the time, found themselves in the center of a high-speed chase in May of 2023. The three individuals were accompanied by paparazzi, who were unable to capture any photographs of the renowned pair as they exited the club. According to a statement made by a representative for the Sussexes, they were embroiled in a near-catastrophic automobile pursuit at the hands of a ring of highly aggressive paparazzi. At the Diana Awards ceremony that will take place in New York City later this month, Prince Harry is scheduled to make a solo appearance. In order to further a number of his patronages and humanitarian endeavors, the Duke of York will be present in Manhattan. In addition to taking place during Climate Week, which begins on September 22 and continues until September 29, his journey is scheduled to take place during High-Level Week of the United Nations General Assembly. In the meantime, the Prince of Wales, who is 42 years old, has made the decision to abstain from attending the Earthshot Innovation Summit that is set to take place at the Plaza Hotel in Manhattan on September 24. Instead, he will most likely send a video greeting to the attendees. This decision was made in order to avoid attending an event that would have placed him in the city at the same time. It has been discovered that Christine Weil Schirmer joined the staff of Prince Harry and Meghan Markle in the year 2020 as the head of communications at Archewell. However, she left in a quiet manner towards the end of the previous year. Thanks for watching. Please don't forget to like this video and drop comments. And most importantly, don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification bell so you don't miss anything.